Hi, everyone. This is Steve Chipman with CRM Switch. I want to quickly take you through our new CRM Cost Calculator, and this calculator will help you estimate your total multi-year investment in CRM. And it's fairly self-evident, but there are a few things here that could use a little explanation. The first thing you want to do is to select the number of CRM users you have. We've defaulted all these fields to some value, but in this case, you can just type over the value, or you can use the control here on the right to change the number of users. And the next thing you want to do is select a time horizon in years. So the choices we give you are 1 through 5. This will probably correlate to the length of your CRM contract, which in turn will determine your average estimated user cost per month. And so the list price might be higher than this, but if you commit to 3 years, then you can drive that price down. For some CRM systems, this might be a lot less, so you could just put in the lower number here. And then the next thing is to estimate the per user per month cost of any add-on products that you use. So that could be a quoting tool, a mail merge tool. It could be a plugin for linking your CRM system to G Suite or to Office 365. And it may not always be for all users. So you might have 45 users and only half of them use a product. So you can do the mental math here to just divide that cost in half. The next thing is the estimated per user implementation cost. Now, you won't know what this is until you get proposals from CRM implementation companies. I used 500 as a starting point, $500 per user implementation cost. For complex implementations with a lot of data migration, this could easily be over $1,000 per user. So that's a number you could start with, and then as you get more information, you can update that. The next thing is, if you have a CRM that's truly a platform, after the first year, you're probably going to be adding functionality to it, making modifications. If you're not, you can just make this 0 if you just have a static CRM system. But if you are either using an in-house resource or a third-party developer or consultant to make changes, this is where you can estimate what it's going to cost per user per year after the first year. So in this example, since we're using 3 years, this would be for years 2 and 3. The next thing is, what percentage of a person's time do you need to administer the CRM system? We selected 10% as the low end, thinking that, well, there's probably not a CRM system that requires 0 administration. Some of them are very low administration. And if you're big enough that you have a full-time administrator, you can select 100% here. And then this would be the salary of a part-time or a full-time administrator. You can use whatever figure you want here. We just grabbed the CRM administrator cost from salary.com, or the median cost, I should say. So if we click calculate here, it'll show you the total cost over the 3-year period. Now, that number is worth looking at in terms of what do we need to do to exceed this number, not in terms of revenue, but in terms of profit. So as we like to say at CRM Switch, before committing to this level of investment, it's really worth taking a step back and taking a strategic approach to CRM, how you're going to deploy it, how you're going to get people to use it, and which system you're going to select. So it's important to go through an entire process. It doesn't have to be a very long process, but a process before you commit. Many companies just jump into CRM, and then after a few years, they realize, wow, this is costing us a lot. So what we do at CRM Switch is we help with that upfront part, and we help companies get better prepared so they can look at this investment and determine how they're going to make that pay back.